Hey guys, day two, day second blog here, short ones. Um, I'm getting better. I couldn't make it to my appointment with my dietitian today. Had no way of getting there again. So, I'm having to deal with that one. But one thing I'm going to do for Wednesday to go in and get my meds at my clinic is I'm going to set up with a Medicaid cab. And once I get that done, um, then I'll be able to get back on my meds, which means I will be going through probably little hormone changes and probably dealing with some of my medications, getting back on those. So right now I'm not doing too bad. I'm keeping as much noise and everything down to a minimum that I can tolerate, because a little while ago when we got up and we all were out here getting dinner going and getting ready to eat and stuff, I started getting very overwhelmed because of music that was played in the background and all the talking all at once and everything. I started feeling like a third-degree burn victim. Um, and yeah, I am an empath as well. So without my medications for my psych meds to help keep things balanced and calm down enough, um, I get easily, I really get, I get more than just easily, I get completely overwhelmed, and to where I can't think, where I can't do anything, or focus or anything at all. And I got to that point and I went back and laid down in bed and waited until dinner was ready, and then everybody kind of lowered things down a little bit for me to kind of be able to adapt and to kind of cope and deal with things a little more. And so far, things aren't too bad. Our housemates are back in their room right now, having a blast watching something on TV, and I'm going to have one of my housemates put down in the description section of the 3 characters that I mentioned um, from the previous video I put up, um, of the comparisons. But like I said, that series, do not, I repeat, do not watch it if you have any mental illnesses, any suicidal problems, or self-harm problems, or anything like that. Do not watch that series, because it will mess you up even more, and you don't want that. I made that mistake about a little over a year back. I made that mistake, and look where it got me. Psychiatric ward for 2 weeks because of it. Now I'm dealing with my empathic abilities that I have found out that I have acquired, which I knew I had some sensitivity. I was at least a highly sensitive person my whole life. I just never realized I had I was an empath. Um, but I had been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, bipolar 2, PTSD from childhood traumas, and generalized anxiety disorder. All of that, primarily from what I know, is all from childhood traumas, and um, they want to keep me stable right now so that way I can get my bottom surgery done for my transition. And once I get that, then once I get well enough from that, then they're going to start going through and try and dig into each and every single trauma to try and work through them all and deal with them. I'm also finding out about another thing called shadow work. I'm going to be working on doing shadow work as well, which is going to take at least maybe a couple years to finally go through and complete. Um, and I'm also going to be doing a new faith, which is Wiccan. And yeah, I'm making some serious changes in my life. I'm going to be going vegan, and I'm going to be going into the Wiccan faith. Um, and my life, I've decided to make some serious changes. I just have to go things at a slow pace that I can handle without getting overwhelmed. And just tonight for a meal, I had like a bean burrito and a salad. So I tried to do as much as possible with no meat or meat byproduct as much as I can. Because if I eat meat or anything with the meat byproduct, I can actually feel the pain that the animal had at the last moments of life before it died. Um, so, and that's all because of being an empath, and I'm sensitive to those kinds of things. I'm sensitive to literally everything, from touch, from smells to sight, people's emotions, people's illnesses, basically just everything. I recommend if anybody wants to learn more about empaths, go to find on Audible or any bookstore, look for The Empath Survival Guide by Judith Orloff. And I have talked with my psychiatrist and my therapist about me being an empath, and luckily they know everything that they've learned about it and understand with what I'm going through now. So, yeah, things starting to get better now. I'm starting to feel better. I just have to get back onto my medications again, and we'll go from there. I will do another video tomorrow, letting everybody know how I'm doing on my progress so far, ups and downs and all that, which I have had a few ups and downs, and you know, but I keep telling myself, I'm not going to let it win. I'm going to beat it. It is not going to beat me. I'm going to beat it. I'm going to be a survivor, and I am a survivor, and I always will be. And I'm happy to be who I am, and I'm happy to be a survivor, because the alternative is not an option. It is not an option for anyone. Fight as hard as you can. Fight as long as you can. Get the help. I will be posting phone numbers and places where people can get help if they need for any of their mental illnesses, because this is not something to mess around with. It is not something to play with. It is something to take very seriously, and something to work through and fight. To be with your friends, your families, and to make friends, and even have relationships. I've got a lovely wife sitting right over, not too far from me. She supports me, she loves me, and she doesn't like seeing me go through any pain and stuff. So I'm just having to deal with everything from the withdrawal of my prescription medications, because I haven't been able to get in and pick them up to take care of all of it. So I'm sailing through, well, actually not completely sailing through, but I am fighting my way through the withdrawal of my meds, and going to get back on them as soon as I can get in to pick up my meds that are coming up for this week. I get them all in a bubble pack, and I got to talk to my doctor Bennett again about getting the prescription for my second patch a week redone again, so that way I can start getting 2 of my estrogen patches, because the last blood work showed low level. So I'm going to get that done. And I am sorry about my face. I haven't shaved yet today. I need to, and I'm really working on it hard right now. I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna let it win. I'm gonna win. And that's what everybody out there who's going through problems like this needs to keep saying to themselves, I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna beat it. I'm trying to encourage many people to fight and move on. Don't be those who just give up and don't want to survive. Be one that's a survivor and a fighter. Life is worth living. Life is more fun. Especially when you got people around that you can annoy and irritate.
Yeah, like me.
Or that people that can irritate back.
Yeah, like me.
That's my good friend and housemate. And I will wishing you all a great evening. And I love you all. And I will talk to you all later sometime. Bye.